Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you train, your running just isn't improving? You're running miles, you're putting in the time, the shoes feel right, the form looks fine, and you should be getting faster, and your progress should be improving, but you're not. Here's the thing, your running isn't broken, but these hidden factors might be stopping you from improving. So let's get into it. Number 6, hidden overuse injuries and micro trauma. Even when you feel fine, running creates these tiny amounts of tissue damage called little micro traumas, okay? And this seems harmless at first, but that constant pounding adds up like cracks in a sidewalk. 1 or 2 don't matter, but keep pounding on the same spot and the whole thing starts to weaken and crumble. Your body is constantly repairing, and that repair process quietly drains energy. It takes away from your recovery. So you might be training consistently, but all that hidden inflammation is showing up in your recovery and holding you back. All right, I got a question for you. Have you ever felt sore or flat for weeks, even though nothing technically is wrong? Drop it in the comments below, I'd like to know. Number 5, muscular imbalance or weakness. Look, this one's sneaky. If your hips, glutes, or core are undeveloped compared to other muscles, you're leaking energy every single stride. And this still lets you run, but that imbalance is like a car with a wheel out of alignment, if you know what I mean. It'll move, but it burns more fuel to cover the same distance. And look, studies show poor hip balance makes your running economy worse. So even though you're working hard, you're using more energy than you should. And that stalls progress. And that's not what you want when you're a runner. You want to be able to adapt and continue to run stronger. Number 4, chronic mental fatigue and stress. Look, this is a big one most people really overlook, and I know I have. And endurance running doesn't just come from your legs, it comes from your brain. If you're carrying stress from work, family, financial stress, or tech overload, it raises cortisol and it kills motivation and it makes your runs feel crappier, if you know what I mean. And this makes every stride look the same, but that hidden stress feels like you're running with a backpack full of bricks, if you know, if you get what I mean, okay? Coaches see this all the time. The plateau isn't in your body, it's in your mind. So let's do a quick check. Do you run to escape stress, or do you feel stress creeping into your runs? Let me know. And here's the crazy part. It's not just about your legs or your mindset. Sometimes the real reason you're stuck is hiding in your diet and your environment, or even your daily routine. So let's break down number 3, under-eating or nutritional gaps. This may be a surprise to a lot of people. You can be eating healthy and look great on paper, but that lack of calories or missing nutrients seriously wrecks your recovery. You feel crummy, you feel flat, your times slip, and you don't know why. Like low vitamin D, for example, can cause fatigue, muscle aches, and even mood swings. And going into the fall and then the winter, I know what that's going to do to me. And it's like driving a car on half a tank of gas. You'll move, but you just won't get as far as you should. If you've ever noticed running feels harder when you're dieting or cutting back, you're not alone. Has this happened to you? Number 2, air quality and pollution. This one feels invisible. And this is the kicker. Even moderate increases in pollution like smog or fine particles, forest fires, have been linked to slower race times. But that polluted air quietly rises inflammation and lowers the oxygen uptake, making your easy run feel like a grind. It's like trying to run while breathing through a straw. You don't notice it at first, but your body is working way harder than it should. Number 1, training monotony and boredom. Doing the same routines, the same distances, the same times, the same paces, same heart rate, this feels comfortable. But that routine is actually killing your progress. I've seen it firsthand. I know what it's done to me. And the body stops adapting. The brain loses motivation. that's when you hit a wall. It's like lifting the same weight at the gym every time. You get stronger at first, but then nothing changes. Mixing up the distance, pace, terrain, and suddenly the progress comes back. So here's one for you. Do you run the same loop every day, like me? Do you switch it up? Look, I'd love to know what your answer is. I've been doing a lot of different runs over the last couple of weeks. Not a whole lot, because I'm adapting to my new environment, so to speak. So if you've been thinking your running is broken, it's probably not. It might be one of those hidden factors holding you back. Fix these 6 things and you'll find yourself moving forward again. Look, and if this hits home, hit that like button so more runners can see it, and let me know in the comments which of these 6 is your biggest challenge right now. Mine is the last one. Something else I learned just in the last couple of weeks. I mean, I think I've always known this, but it's really kind of come to the surface. Just because you don't run for a little bit doesn't mean that you're not a runner. Doesn't mean that you can't start running again. Yeah, it may be hard, when you come back. It may be hard looking at your heart rate like I do, because that's how I train. It may be hard looking at all these things because things are hard when you stop for a while and then come back. But that's okay. Progress never stops. Sometimes it stalls out. Sometimes you'll look at it and go, okay, what do I got to do now? If I'm training for a marathon or I'm training for a half marathon, okay, cool. That was what my goal was, but clearly it wasn't a solid enough goal. And I am in kind of no condition to run that far. So you just have to adapt. You just have to adjust the goalposts and continue on, really, at the end of the day. And that's what I continue to do. That's what I continue to think. And that's what that's who I am. If you struggle when it comes to running, if you're overweight, if you are coming back from an injury or getting back into the sport, running can literally change your life in a lot of ways. However, starting may be extremely hard for a lot of people. Maybe coming back from an injury is even harder. Or maybe coming back after you've quit is really, really hard. I don't know where you are in your running journey, but I know when it comes to me, I'm always experimenting. I'm always looking at running as a way to improve my life. And I've come to a lot of realizations over the years. And one of them is running is just another muscle that you need to train, right? Creating that habit to get out the door when you don't want to is really hard. But when life hits you really, really hard and somebody passes away that you know and you've loved and you've cherished your time together, sometimes that is the kicker to get you moving when tragedy happens. Because when it does, you realize that they have gone and they're not running anymore. They don't have the option to run. But I do. I'm here right now. And I'm going to do my damnedest to put in the miles, because I love doing, and actually I just love running in the mornings. I just love running anytime, to be quite honest. I love running with people. So I just have to get out and run.
I never understood a word they said. Kept running in the woods alone instead.
But I think
somehow I guess I lost it all. Try to keep it up and standing tall. Why don't you stay, 'cause I could